Gerlach, you're first and your client, so go ahead. You can sit or stand wherever's comfortable.
Okay. I'm Attorney Franklin T. Gerlach, and I represent Rita Newcomb in this case. She has cooperated with the court and the prosecutor, and as I understand it, there's still another trial, and she is willing to do what she has done before. Now, looking at her, she's already been in the jail approximately 8 days, I'm not sure, on the records. And for a year, she wore the ankle bracelet, and her movements and contacts were restricted. And she just recently had open heart surgery on there, which installed a new valve in her heart, and she's doing fairly well from that. She is on limited income. She gets $981 from Social Security, and we would offer to the court that perhaps the most appropriate thing would be a sentence that her service already be complete, and that there be no financial fine, because she really doesn't have the money to do that. Do you want to say something?
Thank you, Mr. Gerlach. Ms. Newcomb. Thank you very much.
And I'm sorry.
Stand up.
Please pay for all the trouble. I'm sorry.
Is it okay? Okay. Thank you.
Go ahead, have a seat.
And that would complete our presentation.
Thank you.
So this offense is called obstructing official business. It's a second-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 90 days in jail and $750 fine. So that's the way the plea agreement was presented to the court. Those are the maximums defined by law. The other charges, whatever they were dismissed, so they're of no concern. With regard to the outcome, the probation department's been monitoring her behavior since 2018 and gives no negative reports. So that's a crystal ball in one respect, because the past often predicts the future, but it doesn't have to. So their recommendation informally, without a full report, is that she continue on supervision. So I'll set a 5-year term of adult probation supervision, 180 days jail, 173 suspended, 7 days credit. So no additional time now. You can, however, Ms. Newcomb, earn the additional 173 days if somehow you don't take this seriously and don't report or violate laws. So there's a long list of standard terms and conditions of supervision that the court's going to, wait, let's go with I'm talking first and you don't. This is how the problems develop, all right? So you've been on supervision, but it doesn't count, the past doesn't count toward the future, that's pre-trial. The past does help me indicate I don't expect to see you again because the probation department seems to think you're not a problem. But I'm going to put you on supervision for 5 years and tell you that there's 173 days suspended in case you can't comply moving forward. I'm going to order the $750 fine plus the court costs, and then your ability to pay over time will affect whether it's actually collected. Because if I don't impose it today, I can't impose it later. Understand? The terms and conditions of probation will primarily involve your compliance with the law, reporting requirements, and then any education or training programs they think are necessary for you to be a good citizen, which in your case may not be a lot, but that's generally the purposes of supervision, is to help people become law-abiding people if they aren't already. So 173 days at risk, there's a $750 fine, plus the court costs that have to be paid, subject to ability to pay. Understand?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do I have to go to jail?
You want to answer that, or should I?
I prefer you would say, but I think no.
No, unless you act out.
Oh, okay.
173 days suspended.
Okay.
But it does demonstrate a good point. What I think I'm saying isn't what people are always hearing.
But there will be a fine. And
Yeah.
if I'm bad, I'll go to jail, but if I can stay good, I don't have to, but I do pay the fine.
Yeah, subject to your ability to pay.
Okay.
Like, the point's not to put you in poverty. The point is to modify your behavior. If you have $30 left at the end of the month, then that should go toward the fine or the costs. At the end of the 5 years, if you can't pay it, you don't get incarcerated for being poor. It's forgiven at that point in time, but it is meant to be a punishment. Does that help you?
Yeah, I think I understand now.
Okay. Keep doing what you have been doing with regard to probation compliance.
But I still call in if I have to leave the state or something.
Or show up, whatever they say, you step and fetch it.
Okay.
Corrections or clarifications, Mr. Gerlach?
A clarification, in the entry, it says 90 days is the maximum.
I did say that wrong. It's 90 is the maximum. Yeah,
You said 173.
I did. It's 83, not 90 is the maximum. I said 180.
Yeah,
I bumped it up 11, so 83. Thank you very much. My sentencing entry is actually back there on the desk right now,
All right.
which doesn't help me here. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So 97 credit, 83 suspended, $750 fine plus costs,
Yes, Your Honor.
5 years probation. Thank you for that correction. My apologies.
No problem.
Thank you. Ms. Canepa? Okay, you can check out right now if you would, Ms. Newcomb. That doesn't mean you have to leave the courtroom, just means I need that chair.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Gerlach.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
We'll switch to Angela's case next. And we'll need another chair. You can help us. I think we will. I don't have it with me. You have co-counsel with you today, Mr. Burns? Are you
No,
by
I do
yourself?
Mark Hunt is not here today.
Oh,
I'm good,
my
sorry.
apologies, okay. So this is State of Ohio versus Angela Wagner, case 156. Mr. Crapence is here on behalf of the defendant. Mr. Hunt's not appearing, so we don't need the extra chair.